I never thought I'd find myself in this kind of mess, but here I am, unraveling in the most spectacularly disastrous way. It was supposed to be a typical evening, but the moment he stormed out, slamming the door behind him, I felt a pang of guilt mixed with a strange sense of relief. The fight had escalated quickly, words flying like daggers, each one more piercing than the last. I was still shaking when I noticed the diary on the table, its cover unmistakably mine, yet something felt off. Flipping it open, my heart dropped. Pages upon pages of plans, his plans, detailing how he was going to propose, right down to the day he would do it. But that wasn't my diary. Reality hit me with brutal clarity. He had accidentally taken my diary, the one filled with secrets I never intended for him to see. The affair, the lies, all laid bare in my own handwriting. Panic clawed at me. I had to find him before he read it. But more than that, I feared what these revelations would do to the fragile balance of our relationship. I rushed to the window, hoping to spot him in the street, but he was already gone. My phone buzzed on a table, messages from him flooding in. Each one more frantic, more heartbroken than the last. He knew. He had read enough to unravel everything. Desperation kicked in, and I grabbed my coat, racing to his apartment, my mind a whirlwind of regret and shame. How had it come to this? I loved him, truly, but the allure of something forbidden had pulled me into a web of my own making, and now the consequences were crashing down around me. When I arrived, the door was ajar, a silent invitation into the aftermath of my choices. Inside, he sat calmly in the dim light, the diary open on his lap. His eyes met mine, a mixture of anger and pain, but also a strange resignation. "You know, I almost didn't believe it at first," he said quietly, his voice barely above a whisper. "But then I realized, this was never just about us. It was about you, and whatever it is you're trying to escape." His words cut deeper than anything I could have imagined, and in that moment, I understood the depth of my betrayal, not just to him, but to myself. The truth was out, and now all that was left was the wreckage of what could have been. As I stood there, caught between the ruins of our past and the uncertain promise of a future, I realized that the biggest deception was not the affair itself, but the lies I'd been telling myself all along.